We're going to leave that in. All right. Hell yeah. This is the Show Me Your Bits podcast, episode 1B. Because we filmed an episode months ago that probably will never see the light of day. And this one might not either. But
we'll see.
This is the first iteration of Show Me Your Bits podcast. I'm your host, Matt Tamburrino. What we're going to be doing here, we got a couple of guests here. I'll introduce them in just a second. But the point of this podcast is basically, like I said, show me your bits. Each comedian each week is going to bring a brand new joke premise that they have not done on stage yet. An idea they've come up with, just a rough idea. They present their idea to the panel, myself and the other comedians on the show. And we discuss the idea. We riff on it. We talk about different angles on a joke, what would be funny. Help each other out. Bullshit a little bit. You know. And then what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go to an open mic. Tonight is Wednesday, so we're going to go to the Smith's Old Bar down in Atlanta. We're going to do these jokes for the first time ever on stage. So you, the listener, included that little joke to stage in one little episode. It's going to be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Don't talk yet. I didn't introduce you yet.
All right, Bob.
All right, we got to start all that over again. All right, Trent, do the clap again. All right. Well, no, okay. All right, let's go ahead and introduce your guests for the evening. Might as well. We actually have the producer of this podcast. I thought who better to start with than the man behind the magic himself, the hilarious Trent Ludzack.
Hello, I'm Trent. This is my apartment.
This is his apartment. And, yeah. And that's what his voice sounds like.
That's what my voice sounds like.
Now you'll know who Trent is. And this is his apartment. Don't blame me for any of this.
Nope, not his fault.
All right. And our other guest, I couldn't have found a better guest for this first episode. This guy is freaking hilarious. He's somewhat new to the Atlanta. He's from Atlanta. Took a little hiatus from Atlanta. Went off to find himself a man in the woods. Like a samurai warrior. Went to the woods to better himself. Went to Colorado. Became the best comedian there. Created one of the best comedy festivals in the world there. Then said, hey, I'll go back. As the prodigal son, I will return to show these peasants how it's done. It is the hilarious Dave motherfucking Oakley.
What's up?
Yeah. That's him. That's his voice. He's still saying what's up.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks
with
for
the
being
times.
Here.
We call him Dave with the times Oakley.
Yes. What's up?
Yeah. 20-year reference.
Hell yes. Okay.
We're here.
We are freaking here. We're doing it. Took us a while to get here.
Well, we're here.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Who starts?
You didn't hear that awesome whole intro?
No, I heard the intro. I heard the intro. But how do we kick this bitch off?
Well, I mean, you and I are going to be the staples of this podcast, from what it seems like. Me, the host. You, the slave.
Doing this stuff. Slave. Yeah. That's a little rude.
Well, I can say it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Because he's a quarter Jewish.
I can still say it, yeah. All right. So I think we should start with our guest.
Dave.
Let him start it out, man. Let's just tell us.
Just a new bit.
Show me your bits.
That was a good deflection there, Matt. I like that.
I know.
Exactly.
Now we know you're nervous, too. That's funny.
No, man.
Okay, so
confident. I'm confident mine will be the best. So stick around to the end of this podcast to hear the best.
I'm not confident. I just wrote this down because I thought it was funny. Because, all right, so I quit drinking, and last night I had a dream that I relapsed. And when I woke up, I remembered the dream. And in the dream, all that happened was I woke up like I was... Like, I thought I was really awake. You know, I woke up in the dream, and then I remembered the night before I had just drank one beer, and it that's it. I had one beer, and I went to sleep, and I woke up like, how fucking boring has my life become? Like, I miss the heroin relapse dreams, because those were a lot more fun. Like, every night I'd go to sleep, and I'd go in my dream, and it was like Grand Theft Auto, just riding around high as a kite, looting Best Buys and killing hookers, and it was fun. So I'm thinking about relapsing again.
Jump back in.
What's up?
Jump back in for the dreams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I get shitty sleep, and my dreams are boring now, so it's almost worth relapsing just to get a good night's sleep. I don't know. Like this
Feel
might be
something
nothing.
again.
Yeah.
No, I actually do. It took me a second to get through the inception explanation of the dream within the dream, and this.
I think that's too much. I don't think I need
that
to say
is
all that.
that's a little much.
Just say it was boring. All I had
You
was
had
one beer.
Yeah, you had a relapse. You had a dream that you relapsed, but in your dream, you only had one beer, and it like shook you to your core when you woke up.
Yeah.
It's you used to have a heroin withdrawal, relapse dreams. Yeah. So I used to dream about robbing a hooker and going to jail and stuff, and now you wake up and you're like, oh my god, I have 26 grams of carbs.
Oh my god,
no, this is not gonna.
Yeah, I went to bed at 11 last night. Oh, how could I?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I don't know. I think there might be something in the I don't even know if I should say the whole like Grand Theft Auto thing, but I feel like if I do open that, it's something people can understand, and I think there might be room to write. No,
definitely. Grand Theft Auto is a good.
It might
reference.
be stronger if you try to go more absurd with it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
really pull the attention.
Right.
Like don't make it something relatable. Be like, on heroin, I was having dreams that are hard to explain to you.
No,
like,
he's talking about.
No, but you can run. Like, you can use that as like a kind of like a partway point punchline. You know what I mean?
He's not talking about the dreams he had when he was on heroin. What he's talking about is when he first got clean off of heroin, he would have dreams that he relapsed.
Yes.
And so what he's talking about is the dreams would involve what a heroin addict would be doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whereas now he has a dream about what that one beer did to him.
Either way, like, I think when you're explaining those dreams, you should go like super ridiculously
absurd.
over the top. Yeah, I think that's a time that.
The juxtaposition of the craziness of the heroin dream as opposed to the blandness of the beer dream.
I know.
Right.
I'm saying GTA's a little vanilla.
Well, what if I start off with that? What if I start off with GTA so they get like an idea, and then like I do the looting stores and killing hookers or whatever, and then
or
be like,
I'm thinking absurd like think of like you remember that animated show Heavy Metal? Mm-hmm. Like that kind of like just start giving real wild out there image like fever dream imagery.
Okay,
like
you can even. I'm
saying why
up.
do you even need to do like the GTA thing? Just be like I had to maybe describe like a mushroom trip instead. Like take the craziest mushroom trip you've ever had, and then use that as the description for your dream there. Like that kind of shit.
Okay. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. Because I think
you're going in different directions with it when I think there's enough of what he's saying. So, so first explain, I just quit drinking. I'm having relapse dreams of when I drank.
Yeah.
But the thing is, 10 years ago, I quit heroin. Those relapse dreams were way crazier than I'm having now. And so then he starts, and you can go, and you can kind of ramp up, be like, when I was having heroin relapse dreams, I dreamt I did this, I did this, I did this. The beer dream, I did this. And then the heroin dreams, I did this. And then maybe do 3 examples of each. And then, by the third one, like, you just destroyed a whole town.
That's, I like that,
Yeah, and I was thinking for the heroin dream, I'm not trying to derail the joke for that.
No.
But like
but he really did. But to be honest, he really did quit heroin. So to bring mushrooms into it and whatever, that's just it's.
I'm just trying to illustrate the level of absurdity that I think I know what you mean. Would be a good idea for that. You know, just because like.
Okay, so what stuff that would a heroin? Because I've never done heroin. So what would a heroin addict do as opposed? See, I'm thinking more like what a meth person would do, like robbing people, staying up, benders and stuff.
Yeah.
No, but like I understand meth more than I understand heroin. I don't know
when it comes
what that says about me, but I get meth.
I get that too.
Heroin. Yeah. What would a heroin addict besides nodding off? I mean,
really, most of the crazy things that came.
How do you nod off in a dream?
Yeah. Most of the crazy things that came from a heroin addict was like actually getting the drugs themselves.
There you go.
Of where you have to go.
Okay,
like, I was in and out of the Bluffs every day.
That's a fucking perfect one.
Oh, okay.
About the journey of getting heroin as opposed to the journey of getting a six-pack.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
one. That's a fucking perfect one.
I'm gonna have to delve into this like deeper
Yeah.
tomorrow when I.
Yeah, this is one of those
right,
things you have to do is sit down and like
Yeah, because it seems
it's
like
one of those fun ones you make columns like what you do to get heroin, what you do to get beer, what
yeah, that's a good idea. Do you do columns? Like I've
But
heard people do that. I don't either.
I don't ever write at all.
Oh really?
No. Oh no.
It probably
the very few times when it is something like that where there's different things that I can fill in and I want to try different things.
Right.
But most of the time, a joke is just something that came to me and I kind of have.
Yeah, because like when
part
you're
of myself.
actually on heroin, it's a lot different than meth. Because I was hooked on that
would
too.
imagine.
Like you do shit on meth, but on heroin, you just lounge.
Oh, I think we've all thought about doing meth just for productivity.
I think we've all done
done
it.
it.
Yeah, it's called Adderall. Sorry.
We've all done meth. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
Where's my camera?
Your camera's on the top of there.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have. Hold up. Get a good take on it. Yeah, there you go.
God, I look like I'm on fucking heroin right now. Fucking eyes.
You know, you don't look like you're
It's
on
not the
though?
best lighting.
Not meth.
That's true. That's true.
Not lying.
I don't look like I'm getting shit done. That's for sure. I need to start. So
Start doing some meth.
your Patreon money could get us some meth. Do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll do it. If you bring Adderall, I'll do Adderall.
I haven't done Adderall since college,
No thanks.
Yeah,
which I also didn't do in college.
I haven't done it since high school, which I think is probably past the statute of limitations, if I'm being real.
Yeah.
Last time I did it, I stole it from my mom.
Hell yeah, dude.
Did that for years.
Yeah.
She hated it.
It's weird that your mom got it, but you didn't as a kid.
Yeah.
Because usually...
Is it bad that I won't name him, but a comedian who is pushing 500, 600 pounds asked me to find him Adderall, and I didn't say anything. I just was like, yeah, I'll see what I can do. And he's like, it's not for me. I just want you to know. Is it bad that I was like, yeah, I didn't really think so.
Hope not. You hope not.
I don't. Yeah, you never know, man.
But also, like, you can clean up pretty quick. Like Adderall,
I was the big fat comedian that did coke.
If you wanted Adderall and steroids, you could probably get in shape so fast.
Adderall and steroids. Yeah. If
Yeah.
your heart doesn't explode.
Is that the?
John
yeah.
Pinette? You talking about John Pinette?
I mean, I'm saying it was a million examples. I was thinking more of Ralphie May. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking Ralphie May.
He had a heart attack, but I mean,
I think
he
it was cocaine.
so huge. Oh, was it? I mean, yeah.
Well, Farley was a Speedballs,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which is... I just saw that picture today. The picture of him dead. You ever seen that?
I think
It's
so.
pretty fucked up.
I watched a
I
documentary
watched a
about
new.
him last.
Yeah, I watched a couple. There's a
Yeah.
new one that just came out.
It's pretty not cool picture.
Yeah.
But also, he's not as fat as you think he like. You
There
thought
we
he
go.
was.
Okay.
Like, you're like. I mean, he's a fat guy.
Isn't that Big J's
but you're
like biggest fear about dying from like an overdose, or he's like just never wants to die naked.
But you're like
People just find his body like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like Brian's fatter than that.
Or no, just to see. I mean, 'cause, yeah, you never die in like a glamorous. You don't die like this. I mean, you
could.
die slumped over like you're sitting at the fucking beach. Like, you know,
Yeah.
no one wants to be shirtless at the beach.
I mean, you could. You can always set it up wherever you want, man. Anytime.
Well, hopefully, I die from choke jerking, and I have enough contraption where I'm like hooked to the bed door frame going into my bedroom.
Well, we all have a pact. You remember Billy Willig brought the pact to us. We all have a drug suicide pact where we're not necessarily gonna die, but
If we all make it to 60. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I was just making a joke at first, but I know that is a real thing.
Yeah,
No,
if we
it's a
all
thing.
live to 4/20/69, we're
if
just
we all
gonna
live to
do
April
drugs.
20th, 2069.
Hey,
We're all
then you
just gonna do drugs
you guys
until
will
we
f-
die.
Yeah,
But
you'll finally try
he
heroin.
said April 20th.
Well, no, you're in this.
Yeah, I know. I said y'all will
Okay.
finally try it. I know.
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm looking
Oh, yeah.
forward to it.
You're gonna
man.
be
I can't wait.
You're gonna be the guy administering.
Yeah, I'll get it for us. I'll go into the bluffs. I know where to go.
Now, what do you guys think, though? Because they're saying it should be on April 20th, 2069.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one day.
Yes.
And I think we can kill ourselves in one day with drugs.
Oh, yeah.
you can do
I
it
mean,
1
not
minute.
that,
We
but I'm saying we do it like a fucking hot bitch's birthday, and we extend it to a month. Because April 2069 is technically for 2069.
Oh,
So the whole month.
Mind
It's
blown.
my birth
Okay.
month.
Oh,
yeah.
You know
Yes.
what,
We
man?
stretch that shit out.
You're
Yes,
right.
04/2069. It's still 420.
2069.
Dude, that's like some mushroom trip shit.
If not, it's 420, 2069.
Yeah.
Dude, Matt was just on acid in his bed the other day, just sitting there, just putting the numbers together.
I really wasn't, actually. The other stuff I did do, that I did not do.
Oh, that's fun.
That is.
All right. That's the
maybe during the when we're waiting, I'll try and write a couple.
Just
like maybe one or two.
That is something.
I might do it like this, add one or two things, and then take it home and work on it more. We'll see. But I appreciate it.
What's the craziest thing? I hate asking questions like this because I'm terrible at answering them. When somebody asks like a definite or like a question like, what was the craziest? Like just any crazy experience you had getting heroin or on heroin? What was one of the crazier?
Jesus. So fucking many, dude.
I mean, that's why I hate saying crazy-ass, because then you're like really challenging yourself to find just any crazy one that you can talk about.
One crazy one was one time. I mean, I tried telling this story on stage, but it's tough. But one time I woke up, I only had like $10 in cash.
Yeah.
So I went downstairs. I stole $20 from my dad while he was sleeping.
Okay.
Took it up to my room.
How old were you?
I was probably 22.
Okay.
Took it upstairs, scanned it into my computer, and then printed it off on regular printer paper. But then I returned the $20 bill because I wasn't a piece of shit. And I fucking printed off both sides of the paper. I fucking cut them out. I glued them together on regular printer paper.
Yeah.
Folded them up, and I wrapped the real 10 around the 220. So now in my mind, I had $50, dude. So I went to the Bluffs and tried to. I passed it off, and the dude, like, he gave me the dope. I start driving away.
Oh, you bought
I'm like,
drugs?
Holy shit! Yeah,
I'm here now. Yeah.
And then 2 seconds later, this dude dives into my fucking window, he said, "Pull over right now, or I'll kill you." Yeah. And he's like, "You give me the dope." I gave him the dope back because like I was being threatened with my life.
Yeah.
And then I actually asked him if I could keep the real $10.
Yeah, now $10. Like, I know this was fucked up on my part, but
let me
man,
get a
come
dime.
on, I'm really out of 10. Oh, yeah, can I at least get? Can I keep some of it? Can I keep 1/5 of it?
That was one of the scariest things because that guy was
pissed in the middle of him explaining that, because that does sound like a meth thing to me.
Yeah.
So I really don't
I was
understand.
a meth addict first. I mean, I was a meth addict for a year.
Oh,
yeah.
so we don't even need. Oh, okay, a year.
Damn,
so you're not a pro.
No.
Okay.
I got in and out with that because I liked it, but then I hated the come down. So I would be depressed for 3 days after doing it for 3 days.
Yeah.
So you're a really cultured man then.
I'm a cultured drug addict.
Tell you that as a perfect first guest.
Not proud of it at all. I'm very grateful to have gotten out of it.
Now I want to do a new podcast called Heroin
doing
or
drugs.
Meth. No, yeah, we just do drugs.
We'll just do.
Guys, can we just do drugs now?
Just bring a different person on to do heroin and meth with Dave. Like Dave is the facilitator.
You're
just
doing it wrong.
Have one former heroin addict and one former meth addict, or any two hardcore drugs, I guess.
Yeah.
And they just write out note cards of like things that they've done, and I go through each note card and I read out the thing, and I have to guess if that was meth or heroin. And then they it was meth.
The process of getting the heroin is where, like I said, most of the crazy shit happens for sure. Yeah, I
mean, that's how it used to be with weed, sort of. I can't even imagine
meeting up.
I mean, that's a played out bit.
Oh, dude,
getting in cars with strangers.
Yeah. Just going to other strangers to get in that other stranger's car, and then hold up, I gotta go pick up my daughter real quick first.
We're just gonna roll around the block.
We're going to pick up your kid at school real quick first.
You ever have a guy get?
Yeah, dude.
You ever have a guy get a phone call that sounds like it might be really serious, where it's like, "Oh, we're going on a trip now," but then it gets resolved. Like you hear him get like, "What? Huh? What'd you say?" Oh, okay, and then they hang up. You're like, oh, thank God.
You know, motherfucker, I'll just catch you next week then.
Yeah.
God, I'm not buying drugs next week. Remember not to buy drugs next week.
You know what? Double that order up. I'm going
out of town for a few weeks. You sound like you're gonna be busy as well, so let's just. Yeah, buying drugs, as a whole.
It's sketchy, dude. I mean,
taking it stuff.
Meth was easy. I just went down the street to fucking
the middle
Myrtle
school,
Hill and Shallowford.
They've all got it.
Oh, dude, yeah, around here that's easy. But the heroin, you had to go into the city, and it was tough. The worst neighborhood in Atlanta, the Bluffs. So it was. I mean, they pull you over just for being white. Because they know what you're there for. I mean,
that's fucking.
I mean, and I did it every day for years. Like, I don't know how, and all my friends got pulled over at some point or another. I had pretty good luck.
When are they gonna leave us alone, man?
I know, dude.
Just
let us
driving while being white.
Dude, yeah.
Driving while white.
I know, and I think
the greatest crime in the country.
Yeah. I think that could be part of a bit too. I don't know.
Not
Just, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
just
should
kinda,
really lean into how tough it was
the
being a
heroin
white
stuff.
guy.
Yeah, you should.
No,
That's a good move.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it might be the only time people would empathize with the white guy buying drugs. No, maybe
I
not.
don't know.
No, they'd just be like, no, don't buy drugs, you idiot. Like, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, it would take a brilliant way of doing it,
I
but
don't
I mean, there is to compare being a black guy dealing with police, the same way being a white guy dealing with a drug dealer. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. It would be tough to make that work.
yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Now that we've gotten weird with it,
Getting weird with it.
yeah, it looks like we're okay. We're good. Third way
Yeah.
through the podcast.
Yeah.
We're moving. We're grooving.
We're
All right. So,
Well, we got to get going about 6.
yeah. So,
About halfway.
About half.
yeah, okay. Well, we've only done a third of the
No, I know.
people
You're
on the
right.
podcast.
You're right. That's correct.
Okay, so let's just move it along quicker then.
Fine.
All right,
It's
so
okay.
Dave's going to come up with some heroin stuff for tonight.
Yeah,
We're going to listen to that.
hopefully.
Now, Mr. Trent Ludzack,
My thing is kind of short.
show me your bits.
All right, hold on. No, I'm not going to pull my dick out. But somebody should have done that on the first episode. I was just thinking about the other day. You ever heard somebody tell you they're a retired D1 athlete?
No.
I don't think that's a credit. You know? You just didn't get picked. You're just an slightly above average, unpaid
You
athlete.
mean because they didn't make it pro?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. They made it as far as they could without.
Yeah,
going
but people
pro.
are like, "Oh, I'm a retired D1." It's like retired.
No, retired's the wrong word.
Retired is not your decision. It's, but I got to figure out how to get that. Like, I'm trying to get that in one sentence, which is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, that's what was throwing me off. I'm like, yeah, that could just be a one-liner.
it's like,
just
yeah,
No,
I
that's
it's not
what.
like a bit. It's just more like just
No,
a,
that's what it needs to be.
just a yeah,
and
just
I'm
an
having
observation.
and I'm having trouble getting it there.
like,
Yeah.
like he retired from being a D1 athlete the same way I retired as a porn star. Like, I don't know.
I've never been paid for it, and I'm not in the game anymore. And I
Oh,
I
yeah.
aged out.
Yeah, and I didn't get picked by the.
Yeah, I never got paid for it, and I aged out. Because that also brings in that college athletes aren't paid.
Okay. Okay.
Because I like to just barely touch on as many different hot button issues as possible in one sentence.
Okay. So if you went at it from that angle, about how they didn't get paid at it, it was something they were extremely good at a very young age, but were never paid for it. Think of things that you were great at a young age that are useless to you now. Like, I don't want to keep talking about doing drugs, but that could be, I know we're kind of beating this thing on the head, but I'm saying something like that like you could talk about like, oh, you retired from, you were good at something when you were a teenager and never got paid for it. Oh, cool. I'm a retired professional
pool player,
heroin
Yeah.
user.
Heroin
you know what I'm saying? Something like that is when, like, that would be the only kind of angle
professional heroin addict.
to go on that. I'm a retired,
That's just funny.
Retired heroin addict.
I am.
Video production.
Damn.
No, that was
or
stupid.
say, something you were much
was
better at when you were younger.
Yeah, that was
You've
a
never
stupid
gotten
joke.
paid for it, and you still try to do it, jerking off. I don't know, something. Or sex,
Yeah.
like you were saying, something that
Yeah,
you were
it's
good at before. You're not so good at it anymore.
But I was never good at that.
I know. That's what I'm trying to. I know. I'm trying to.
And I have too many jokes about
Yeah,
not being good.
Yeah,
at
you're
that.
not the guy. Yeah, you're not the guy on stage. Like, well, I was fucking real good, not so much, or
Yeah, that's the like.
And I hate to completely go in a different direction from that joke, but there is something I've always thought about because you probably understand
Well,
this.
sometimes you need to go in a different direction.
Yeah, like that joke that you just did. No, just.
Wow, that was.
But no, but you ever get those guys that have so much pride in saying that they almost joined the military?
Oh yeah.
you like it's almost the same
Yeah.
thing. Like, oh yeah, I almost joined the Navy when I was in high school, but
Right.
and they just started like leading off or whatever. Like, oh, no, I
Yeah.
just I don't know, I went to college instead. Or,
I was-
something.
Yeah.
I got a job. I got a job at Foot Locker, so I was just
Yeah.
like, I just didn't.
Those stories go nowhere.
But they seem like it's supposed to be like some kind of like valor. Like, I almost did it. So
Yeah.
that's something.
I make up acronyms with those guys.
Yeah.
That's the game I like to play with them.
Just make it.
Just get them to agree.
Oh, so you went to CPAP to school?
You went to CPAP school.
That's a great one.
EPAP.
That's
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you probably just didn't get that ID10 Tango form.
There you go. Yeah. See, there's funny ways.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways.
It's just setting up that
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
non-military people. I don't know if they really get that.
No, they don't. They don't get it at all.
The pride that people get in telling real people in the military. I almost did that.
yeah, yeah.
Like, okay, I almost. So I've always try to think of like I almost went to medical school, or like just think of something stupid. I almost flew a plane one time, or I don't know. You could compare it to something. Just there's
Like-
a million ways to go with that.
Like, I have shame telling people that were really in the military that I was in the military.
Oh yeah,
I only
always have to like completely just like cut down everything I like. If it ever comes up that I was not like, oh, no, I was in the reserves. It was just I didn't do anything. I never went overseas. I was terrible. No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's only
I
leverage
never
for
want
jokes.
people to think.
Like,
I
that's
also
the
just
only
don't want
thing
them to start jumping into acronyms and shit that
No.
I don't know. 'Cause
yeah.
I don't.
I forgot all those
Yeah, I
so
don't-
long ago.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not making them up because I don't know. Or I'm not making them up.
Yeah, it's easy to
I'm
make them up when you don't know the real ones.
I'm just like, that one might have been real,
Yeah.
actually. That happens a
Fuck,
lot.
there might have been a CPAP school.
Why do y'all feel that way? Just because you didn't go overseas?
So this is another thing that's not a joke, but something just an observation or something that I've always told people. Just I don't know. But I've always said that being in the Army and never going overseas is like saying you're in the NFL and never coming off the bench. Like you're gonna get a lot of
Okay.
questions that you just don't want to answer
right.
after that. Like
Yeah.
I was on the Falcons. Like, oh, cool. Like, did you play? Like, no. I was in the practice squad. No, I didn't really.
Right.
Like, so
That
yeah,
is
you were on the
yeah.
Falcons, but I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you got paid to be there.
yeah,
but-
you were there, but
yeah, that's
right.
a good way to put it.
yeah, that's what I always tell people.
Yeah. I'm going to start using that.
But that's why
'cause-
some veterans that were in the military for a long time and never saw combat are just some angry, fucked up people. Because, like, could you imagine being in the NFL for 20 years and never playing it down?
Yeah.
Bitter.
You're just going to practice every day. You go to practice every
Well,
fucking day.
Are they bitter or are they
nah,
like,
they're not all
It's
like
not,
that.
it's not bitter. No, it's
Maybe
just,
they're
no, it's just
but maybe
it's
they're
just, it's just weird. It's just weird for them also when other veterans that have deployed,
Right.
they talk to each other because you are the same. So, but it's they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, because then there's also the guys like me where, like, I was in a different situation than most people that are in the military just because of the makeup of the type of unit I was in. And there's a lot of those, and those people don't relate to any other military people that weren't doing their thing. Like,
He was in the
It's
Navy
weird.
choir. It was tough.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
the
yeah,
way
yeah.
They had to.
Wait, what did you
it was
do?
different. No, I was doing air defense.
Okay.
So, like, one of the big things is, like, lines of authority start to get blurred real easy when you're sitting in a box directly, like, getting shit on as, like, a lower enlisted sitting next to a sergeant with a lieutenant on the other side, because, like, the rest of the military tries to keep all those sections, like,
Oh, so you're
pretty
saying the
separate.
private can tell the lieutenant to
Yeah.
go fuck himself if there's or in a respectful
See,
way.
you're not supposed
If it's
to.
but if
but
it's
you
an
need to.
official, if
Yeah,
it's something that you
sometimes you
know
need
that
to.
lieutenant doesn't know.
Yeah, and when you so my military experience was so vastly different. I mean, even just because of that, but I mean other stuff too, than like Matt's or anybody else's. And that's the weird thing about the military is you can't even always relate to all the vets.
Okay, yeah.
They make it real fucked up.
Right.
I mean, you can always bullshit like you were smoking by the dumpster back in the day, because that's why everybody smokes. Because you can spend half your day down by the dumpster
Yeah, there are universal
getting out of work.
truths.
Yeah. And anybody who's done that for years has the same kind of fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's kind of surface level shit. All right. So
Yeah, what
back
do you
to
got,
your
Matt?
thing, just so we
Oh,
can
my thing?
have something
Yeah.
for you to
Yeah,
talk
what do we
about
got?
tonight. Oh yeah, where do we
Yeah,
land?
because
with
I
that?
need to.
So saying they're tired
From D1.
I think my angle. I don't know.
I think
Maybe
two
you still need
sentences
to-
tops. You know.
Okay.
So like I said, just compare it to something that you were. And it doesn't even have to be specifically you. It could be just somebody else that was much better at something at a young age.
That thing is what
never
I've been
got
having
paid
trouble
for it
with.
and can't do it anymore.
Right. Okay.
It's like
Obviously, we can't just sit here and brainstorm.
it's like
off,
retired
you know,
retired
silently for a while.
retired child beauty pageant star.
Retired Play-Doh sculptor.
Oh, I mean, it's dark, but I mean, it's your brand of comedy.
That's true.
You're like Jean-Benet Ramsey. That's like Jean-Benet Ramsey. She was really good at something at a very young age, never got paid for it, and doesn't do it anymore.
That's great.
I mean, that last line of "and doesn't do it anymore."
Yeah.
Just saying it like that.
And doesn't
That
do
would-
it anymore
and doesn't-
against their choice.
Yeah. Just do it anymore.
No, yeah. It was
Like-
very good. I never got paid for it.
Yeah.
Would probably still be doing it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think just end it with the.
That still
She
feels a
doesn't
little.
Doesn't do it
That's
anymore.
Funny as fuck. And then you don't repeat the word retired too. That's
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Or
It's
you
two
could
sentences.
as a tag go. She's a
She's
retired
retired.
model,
Yeah.
or like she was also
She
retired.
doesn't do it anymore. I
Retired.
guess she retired. I don't really know. I don't know.
It feels. Hold up. I'm still trying to figure out how to get through that whole thing is like decisively. You know, so
Oh.
like
Yeah, say it.
somebody. Have you ever heard somebody refer to themselves as a retired D1 athlete?
Or maybe just say I hate it when people refer to themselves
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
say
yeah,
what-
yeah.
as a retired D1 athlete.
Yeah.
That's like saying
Maybe even say
Or-
Division One. I
or,
don't know if you
you
want to D1.
Okay,
or, you
yeah,
know-
yeah,
Retired Division One athlete.
yeah.
Or you know what's more my brand? Some people refer to themselves
Yeah. True.
as retired Division 1 athletes.
Did you really retire?
Yeah. Yeah, that next cuz that's the first sentence. And then
Yeah. So the retired Division One athlete.
it's not
Oh,
retirement.
so you're really good at something at a young age. Never got no. Okay, so can you bring up Jean-Benet Ramsey first before you
I don't
say
know if I have to like. That's funny, but that feels like now we're on like a 4 or 5 sentence joke.
No. No, I'll put it together. How did you start it again?
Some people
Some people refer
refer to themselves as retired Division One athletes.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you really retire? Or no,
Say-
no. Some people refer to themselves as retired Division One athletes. That's like saying Jean-Benet Ramsey was a retired model.
Retired.
So you were really good at something at a very young age, never got paid for it.
Yeah, the only difference between you two is that she got picked.
No, but it still ended with the
Yeah.
and you don't do it anymore. What's the-
Yeah.
I feel like
She doesn't
I
do
feel
it
like
anymore.
the
we're not getting it exactly right yet, but
I feel like the child beauty pageant star thing like
Is enough.
I think Jean-Benet is a little bit too specific and it stops being applicable.
well, once you say Jean-Benet Ramsey,
Yeah.
people already know where it's going. So you've got to
Yeah.
really get to the thing quick once you say Jean-Benet Ramsey, because then it kind of loses that dark shock effect.
The edge.
You need that.
Shark.
You need Jean-Benet Ramsey to be kind of at the end of the joke
Yeah, so I can
if you're going to even include her.
So I can just jump right from some people refer to themselves
'Cause you could say-
Division 1 athlete, and I could just jump straight to just right into like that's like calling yourself a retired child. Yeah.
No, here. Some people like to refer to themselves as retired Division One athletes. Oh, you're really good at something when you were a kid, never got paid for it,
I never do.
and you don't do it. Okay, God damn it. Some people like to refer to themselves as retired Division One athletes. So you're really good at something at a young age, never got paid for it, and don't do it anymore. What are you, Jean-Benet Ramsey? It's still not as good, but yeah, I don't know. Something. Like I said, she's got to be her name's got to be at the end
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
if you're going.
That
with
you know
her.
what I
good.
might do? I might just try it as like the child beauty pageant thing and then let that not do that well and then throw that on as like, the afterthought, because you can build a lot of tension off of a joke isn't going to work if you just have just a little something to drop at the back end.
Yeah.
I might try maybe I'll try it that way.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll do stuff like that where I'll be like, I'll figure out that last bit on stage. Because sometimes that pressure will help me come up with like the right wording to get there quick.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing that
So-
too much lately. Where I just go up there like, well, I'll figure it out up there. But it's just laziness. It's not because I'm like doing some fucking existential thought process. It's lazy and I'll just figure it out.
Dude, it's all about. Never mind.
But it's laziness that you can learn from, though.
Like this stupid bit that I need to get rid of because it's got to be hacky. I haven't heard anybody do it before, but it's
hold up.
You know those bits?
You got to do a new bit.
I know, but let me just mention this one. All right, I've only done.
I don't
this
think
one.
he forgot the premise
I've only
of
done
this
this one
podcast.
once.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't.
Wait, what?
What are we doing here?
No, but I've done it twice on stage. Okay, but this is not my bit for the show.
Okay.
But I've been trying to do these jokes about how shitty it would be to have Jesus as your stepson. You know, like Joseph,
Okay.
like he wasn't Joseph's real son.
Oh, I heard part of this the other day.
Yeah, it's
I
funny, but
love
there's
it.
no way it hasn't been done. There's no fucking way.
Man, yeah.
The God being Jesus' real dad. Like, so my joke is, like, go clean your room, Jesus. And Jesus was like, through me, all things can be done. Like, just go fucking do it,
Yeah,
dude.
I heard that the other day. That was funny. Have you looked it up on the internet? Tried
No. I
searching
don't know
it?
how you even, I guess,
Just type in the
Googling
joke.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now Google has your joke. Do you really want that?
Touche.
You got to tweet the joke first with a timestamp, and
Yeah, there you
then,
go.
then Google it.
Yeah.
And then delete the tweet if it's
All right. So, now this joke for the podcast, and it's a little controversial, but it's something that just happened today.
Oh no!
I brought it up already. Oh, no.
Yeah, I know what this is.
Canceled.
I'm excited about this.
So,
We're all gonna get canceled after this.
me, a few other comics, and a nice young lady online got into a timeless debate. A debate that's been debated for centuries. Why do WNBA players not make as much money as their male counterparts?
First of all, I'd like to point out it can't be debated for centuries if the WNBA has been around for like 20 years.
It's just a decades. I meant decades. I don't know the difference between decades and centuries.
Yeah.
For decades, we've been debating.
Oh, shit. Yeah, all right.
Well, in the Mayans or whatever, when they played the
Yeah.
ball through the hoop thing and then the losing team got killed, I'm sure they had women doing that nobody watched.
Yeah.
That's why there's no cave paint. There's no cave paintings of it. It happened, but just because the misogynistic men didn't want to do cave paintings of the women playing.
Well, they didn't watch it enough to even know how to paint it.
Because the misogyny and the
Right.
patriarchy.
Right.
Those fucking Mayans.
And the child fucking.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And the gayness.
Run through the joke.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
Sacrificing.
we derailed you. My bad.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay, yeah. Let me get back to hating women. No. I think women's, let me preface this. I think women's soccer is more entertaining than men's soccer.
False. But
I didn't mean it. Trent, I didn't.
Okay,
Trent, I
my
didn't.
bad.
Cameron, I gotta say that. You gotta give them something.
I forgot what you were
This is how you
doing.
debate. You gotta
Yeah,
give
we'll
them
keep
something.
Keep the camera off you while you get through this. Well, you get through this. Wait, not that the mic's.
Whose
are
voice
running.
is that? Okay.
All right, sorry.
So, with this lady, so had some legitimate points about women deserving as much as men. Sure. One of her points was, and her main point was that the women's WNBA doesn't get enough marketing. They don't put enough money into making commercials for WNBA, telling people about the WNBA, which is true. I mean, I think it's a chicken and the egg sort of thing. You got to make money to spend money. You got to, the NBA obviously makes a bunch of money so they can spend more money on ads and stuff. It is what it is. But she said the other issue is, and this is a direct quote, that women aren't watching the WNBA because men aren't telling them to.
Wait, she said what now?
Okay, so I'm just prefacing, this isn't part of the joke, but she said that because they're not being told to.
Oh,
So
you're
it's part of the marketing thing, like because people aren't giving them ads, they're not being told to do it, which is a
Right.
weird
Yeah.
thing to say that they're not doing something because they're not being told to.
Oh, he's just laying the groundwork,
I'm laying the
for
groundwork
what a
for-
dumb bitch this is, so we don't feel so
Hey,
bad when he
nah.
rips her in the joke. I get it.
Nah. But
I can
so I send her. So I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe it is difficult to watch the WNBA.
It's pretty tough
hard
to watch. Have you
figure
tried?
out- no, I mean to find out. She's like, I don't know where I would even start to find to watch it.
Right.
I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, okay, let me.
Most bars in Atlanta show it.
I go to Google, and I type watch WNBA. That's it. I search. The first thing that comes up, there's a WNBA League Pass. Much like the NBA has a League Pass. You can watch every single WNBA game for the entire season. I sent her the link. I'm like, here. Now I told you to do it. And I told you how to do it. Here you go. Send us a screenshot when you've signed up for it. She says, awesome. This is so fucking great. She sends a screenshot of the screen right before you pay for it.
Yeah.
And she said, this is awesome. Normally it's $25 for this season. Right now they're doing a discount of $10. It's only $15 for the entire WNBA season. Awesome. I said, that's fucking cool. That's great. What a deal. Send me a screenshot of you paying for it.
Still waiting.
Silence.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, she blocked me. Like, oh.
And then,
so,
yeah, and then you were a man telling her to watch the WNBA. So
yeah, now I'm a man telling her what. Yeah, she got me. Fuck, she got me.
Oh,
That's how they
funny.
do
No,
it.
she got you to do what she wanted.
But
You
part
were,
of
you
the
were
thing-
up and down doing exactly what she
I was
wanted.
telling her how to do it.
And
But one of her
she's-
things was that Jeff Bezos, I don't know what brought him up, that he should donate $100 million to make WNBA ads. What? So I just said, so Jeff Bezos needs to pay $100 million. You won't even pay $15 to watch the entire season of WNBA basketball.
You don't even have to watch all of them.
You
can
just pay for it. Just support them.
Just pay in solidarity.
Yeah. No.
Shit,
Nope.
didn't you
Can't
buy
do
it
Okay,
in that
so this isn't
exchange?
the joke, huh?
Didn't you buy it in that exchange?
No, come on. I'm not. I wouldn't.
You're right.
I
It
wouldn't
would be.
spend $15 just for the bit.
It
Even
would.
that
It
bit's
would
not
be.
good enough.
It would be funny if you put the screenshot on and we're like, "Look, I
Wait,
did
I
it.
thought we were in this together. I thought we were going to have a watch party. That we could come over to each other's houses and watch the
I thought we
the
were gonna start
Atlanta-
the
Atlanta
first.
Sparks.
Atlanta Dream.
Or whatever.
It's the dream.
The
you-
dream? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I thought we were-
Sorry, you know
Because it
that.
is a fucking dream. All
Nightmare.
right.
Oh, last time I saw a game
All right, so
from
that's
them,
not the
they were
joke.
getting killed by 30.
All right, we got to get to the joke. Luckily, the joke's perfect already, so we don't need to discuss it too much.
Cool.
Don't worry, guys. We can end this soon.
Hell yeah.
My joke, because you get to thinking, and it is a dumb way to argue, but it is how we do things. She said that women basketball players don't get paid the same as men basketball players. There's a million other examples of where women get paid more than men for certain things. It's not as many, men do get paid more in general, whatever. But I thought of a good little example for a joke. I say, because she said that women basketball players don't get paid as much as men basketball players, and that's not fair. I said, well, male OnlyFans models don't get paid as much as women OnlyFans models.
It's true.
Because women aren't going to pay to watch men have play with their balls, just like men aren't going to pay to watch women play with their balls.
I like it.
It's,
Hey,
it's a
hey,
solid
come
joke.
on.
It's just a solid
End
joke.
podcast. Do the clown. That's it. All right, let's go.
I actually had a dream last night that I drank again, and when I woke up, like that pissed me off too. But really, just because it was so boring. All I did in my dream was I drank a beer in my living room and went to sleep. It really made me miss my heroin relapse dreams. They were a lot more fun. I'd go to sleep and dream I was in like Vice City or something, riding around, looting Best Buys and like shooting up the hookers or whatever. I know you're supposed to say sex workers. I do in Atlanta, but in Vice City I call them fucking hookers. Alright? But anyway, I don't know. It's making me think about relapsing just so I can have some more fun in my dreams. I don't know. Just kidding.
Some people refer to themselves as retired Division I athletes. That's crazy. You don't retire as a Division I athlete. You age out. It's like beauty pageants. Only one person has retired from both of those things, and that's John Bennett Ramsey. So. Everybody else is aging out.
There's been a lot of talk lately about how WNBA players should make the same as NBA players. Right? And I agree, they should. They should. But that's like saying that men on OnlyFans should make as much as women on OnlyFans. It's never going to happen. Because women don't want to pay to watch men play with their balls, just like men don't want to pay to watch women play with their balls.